Who has had the best offseason so far? Today we set out to answer that question, starting with all 136 FBS teams and narrowing it down through the process of elimination. For the first criterion, they must have not fired or lost their head coach. It's never ideal to lose your head coach if you have to fire him for poor performance or if he just leaves for another job, and so any team that didn't happen to is still alive. For the next criterion, you must be top 50 in returning production. Having guys come back and improve year to year in the same system is always one of the best ways to quickly improve a roster, especially in the transfer portal era. For the next criterion, they must be top 25 in the transfer portal, one of the biggest tools in the modern landscape of college football that can boost your roster or in some cases completely flip it overnight like Indiana. For the next criterion, you must be top 25 in recruiting. It's not enough to have a really good portal class. You've also got to be recruiting at a high level if you hope to have championship aspirations, and these 5 teams are top 25 in recruiting as well. For the next criterion, they must have made a splash coordinator hire. For Michigan, it was Chip Lindsey. For Florida State, a couple of them, Gus Malzahn probably being the biggest splash. And for the final criterion, they must currently have the better 2026 recruiting class. Recruiting happens years in advance these days, and the Noles setting themselves up nicely for the future, so they've had the best offseason so far, and Lord knows they need it after the dumpster fire season they just had.